What is going on, Mavs fans? The debut just happened, and unfortunately, not the results that we wanted. But we're going to get into that. I, of course, am your host, Cody Brusso. Whether it's your first time, your next time, make sure it's not your last time. Hit that subscribe button down below. We're going to be getting into the reaction to the Spurs versus Mavs, talking about Cooper Flagg's debut. We're also going to be talking about what I feel like are the struggles. You can let me know down in the comments where you think the Mavericks were lacking last night. And is it time to hit the panic button already, one game into the season? All that and more coming up next. Well, game number 240 between the Mavericks and the Spurs happened last night, and it was game one of the 2025-2026 season. And the Mavericks unfortunately fell flat. Let's just call it what it is. We allowed Victor Wembanyama to get 40 points. He also got 15 rebounds and 3 blocks. He did rack up 4 personal fouls, though. And, well, I personally feel like one of those blocks was a goaltend, but one possession that wasn't going to, change the tide of the game. Current Rookie of the Year, Castle, he did also put in 22 points. And number 2 pick, Dylan Harper, put in 15 points. So the Spurs put it to us and put it to us on the inside where we were supposed to have this big presence. And it just really felt like we were lost out there. We weren't sure if we wanted to play zone. We kept switching between a zone and a man. We were trying to figure out what worked. But man, we got into foul trouble early. We rolled out the point flag, lineup to start the game. And I'm trying to think of everything really as a whole. And man, we just floundered. And we floundered bad. 29 points there in the first, and then it was all downhill after that. Cooper Flag did have his debut. 32 minutes, he went 4 of 13, 2 for 2 from free throws. He had 10 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 turnovers though, and 3 personal fouls. A negative 29 plus minus with his 10 points. The worst of the starters. But let's be honest, 7 of 22 from Anthony Davis, 6 for 6 from free throw. Felt like he was trying to force the ball. PJ Washington started, 29 minutes for him. He had 17 points, 7 for 11, probably the most consistent among the starters. Clay was 4 of 13. So just a whole lot of shooting troubles, like we said. So only 40% from 3-point? Yeah, they shot 23s. Oh, I'm sorry, they shot 21 3-pointers. 21 3-pointers. 9 for 21. So they shot 43% from 3 total. And yeah, just not enough. I'm a little disheartened. Obviously, as you can tell in my voice, this is not the opener I wanted, especially against the rival, the in-state rival, San Antonio Spurs. In 23 minutes, Najee Marshall, a 3 for 4 from the free throws, 0 for 2 from field goal range. He had 1 assist, 1 rebound. And really, this is a guy that I thought with this lineup was going to come out and be the facilitator. They did start playing Ryan Nembhard and D'Angelo Russell together. Nembhard came out, showing a side of his game that really didn't expect. He went 3 for 5. He hit a couple of early buckets there in the first, but nothing really after that. 8 points for him. He did have 5 assists. D'Lo also with 3 assists, 2 rebounds. but let's call a spade here. Ryan Nembhard, 3 turnovers. I said before the game, I didn't think Cooper Flagg should be the point guard. I think P.J. Marshall should be coming off the bench because, again, I don't think Caleb Martin gives you anything. So it's weird to stack your bench with Jaden Harden, Ryan Nembhard, Brandon Williams, D'Angelo Russell. I mean, you got Dwight Powell, Najee Marshall. You're stacking with all these point guards at the end of your bench instead of starting a point guard and having a Klay Thompson or a PJ Washington. Why are we having point guards come in and forcing them to, again, we're reverting back to that small ball that got us killed these last couple of years, that we kind of forced Luka to have Luka magic and put the team on his back and carry us. Like, we were supposed to have this new identity, and we're like I've said before, we're trying to find this new identity. We're trying to mesh it. By December, hopefully, we'll have it figured out. But the Flagg at point guard lineup is not it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe by December, the point Flagg thing is working great and this offense is flowing. But looking at this roster, I love this roster. The build of this roster that we put out tonight versus the Spurs, not it. You know, Kid, I think, really wanted to see what this roster was going to do. Unfortunately, our preseason honestly sucked because we faced OKC on a back-to-back. We faced the Lakers on a back-to-back, so they didn't play any of their starters. The only real competition we played were the Hornets, and where the Hornets are going to be probably a playoff team there in the East, it's not like the East is super great compared to the West. So our level of competition for the preseason wasn't that great, so we really, really don't know what's going to go on with this team. So I felt like that's why he still had to roll out this lineup, even though, man, in my heart of hearts, I got to think he looked at this roster and didn't think that was the way to go. So, man, do we hit the panic button? No, because it's only game one. We're going to find a way. The offensive woes, again, sorry, I know I'm jumping all over the place. It's a honest, heartfelt reaction right after the game. It's probably not the best time to do it. Should probably take a little bit, but no, I wanna be real and honest with you guys and give you my immediate takes. And the immediate take is this ain't it. The flow offense is great. We have the pieces to it, but we mix those pieces up. We need either D'Lo or Ryan Nembhard handling the ball coming up. We can't play those two guys together. We need a true facilitator. A lot of, when D'Lo came in, a lot of dribble handoffs between him and AD there in the first. So I think being in foul trouble in the first really helped us see what we could potentially be because it forced us to play different lineups. But that's just my take. Yeah, let's not hit the panic button. Super, super sad about this one. Started off great. We were ahead after the first, 28-29. And then again, we just proceeded to get our butt kicked. Victor Wembanyama put it to us, and we had no answer for him. So that's the way it is. Sorry, if you can probably hear my 6-year-old in the background coughing. He's been sick, so I apologize for that. But yeah, Game 1 in the books, 0-1 now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to be as positive as I can because I do think this is still going to be a great team. Let the loss wash over us, and then memory of a goldfish. On to game 2, it's going to be a different team. Victor Wembanyama is just a hard guy to plan for. We still didn't have Gafford, so we didn't have our full three-headed monster down there. Lively got into foul trouble early, and we weren't really able to push him the way we wanted to. Same thing with PJ Washington. He kind of got into foul trouble a little bit early. I don't think the point flag works. Hopefully, we'll see something else. Either that or they just go point flag full bore and practice. That way we see a better version of it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Sorry for being so negative. This loss hurts personally, professionally. Losing to the rivals, the in-state rival, losing to the Spurs on the home opener, on the Cooper Flag debut. Not what I wanted, but it is what it is. Can't change the past. We can just move forward. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go, Mavs. On to game 2. I'll see you then. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be in higher spirits. I promise you. Let's go, Mavs. Peace out.